just to be in each other's way. And how different is the atmosphere in a rivalry game like this one?
Yeah, Kev, we sense it on the sideline, don't we?
We do, yes.
You know, a little bit of an air of dislike, a growing discontent that you're constantly in each other's way. Rivalries are built when teams consistently meet when there is something on the line. And that is what has happened with these two. And I'll tell you, we get to sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
When you played, Doris, were those the most fun games for you as a player?
No doubt. No doubt. You wanted to beat that team that was always standing in your way. So then in the summertime, you had a little bragging right.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ingram is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's James in at the small forward position. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, this, of course, is one of Kevin Durant's strengths. Such an accomplished shooter, scorer from any spot on the floor.
Durant against LeBron. He hits it from 9.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Now here's Green, stolen by McGee. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Buries the long-range jumper. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
To the paint, stolen by McGee. Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball. And it goes down 2 points. Kuzma's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Curry kicks to Durant. Pass to Thompson. To stop the run. It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Durant. Over James. No good off the back of the rim. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the 76ers. Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Ingram's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Green kicks to Curry. Up top, Cousins. Deflects the pass. LeBron passes to Ingram.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations. The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
And so he makes both from the line. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, I think when your bench puts up that kind of productivity, it makes your offense so much more difficult to defend. It's a key element in their last win.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Durant.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, what you love about Kevin Durant is he has established himself as a top 2 player in the NBA. But the reality is he's never forgotten where he's come from. His charity work, his commitment to the communities and to the places that have shaped him. It's really kind of cool, Kevin.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And in 2013, there was a series of commercials calling Durant the nicest guy in the NBA.
Well, let's remember, Kevin, at that time he was a beloved figure in Oklahoma City. He remains tight with a number of staff members there just because of the kind of person and the kind of professional he was. What you love about Kevin Durant is he's a top 2 player in the NBA. But in terms of his charity work, he is right there as well.
So he gets them both. And all roads have led to this first game of the regular season, Doris. Give me some predictions on the new year.
Well, one of the things we've seen transpire in the NBA is the high value placed on the ability to shoot the three-point shot, and that goes all the way to the center spot. So what I'm anxious to see is how many big men enter the league that are really skilled, that can put the ball on the deck, that can make the necessary passes, and shooting with range, Kev. You know, you're getting 4s and 5s now that can step away and make those range shots.
Excellent point. Here's Cousins. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. To the paint, and stolen by Kuzma.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Ingram kicks to James. Over Durant. And the Lakers with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And just the kind of start you're hoping to avoid. 1 for 5 from the field here early on.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. And here's Ingram from the arc. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Inside. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 7 points for Kevin Durant. Lakers leading by 6. Rondo kicks to LeBron. Over Durant. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Thompson against Ingram. Thompson right side. Shoots over Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Well, gets his man in the air with the pump fake, and Clay gets himself to the free throw line. So quick on that release.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Well, pretty amazing to have a collection of shooters like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant all together on the same team. We're talking about 3 of the league's best shooters ever in the history of the league. People try to rank these guys against each other, guys.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Well, if you go by Andre Iguodala, he once called Klay Thompson the best shooter on the planet.
Well, if there's a player that should know, Andre Iguodala would be there. He's had to defend the primary scorers across the NBA, and I'm sure he and Klay have gone at it in practice. And there's no doubt, guys, Klay is spectacular. He has many, many great years ahead of him, provided his health stays good. Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Ingram. And the Lakers with another miss.
And this is really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
No, Greg, you're absolutely right. This is strong defense. It's about making the shooter feel uneasy, and that's what he did.
And a wide open look for Rondo. Hits the three-point bomb. Rondo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Cousins inside. McGee's there. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to drop it in. Durant's got 9.
Look, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
The pass to James. Down low, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Durant. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Luke Walton.
Well, Kevin, speed will be on display this evening. He told his players get out and transition every chance they get and try to turn this into a track meet. We'll see if they can have their running shoes on tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Curry. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Curry dishes to Thompson. Shoots it. Green, the offensive rebound. Durant finds Thompson. Over Ingram. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Klay Thompson's so adept at using the pick and roll to his advantage. Takes what the defense gives him.
Passes it to Kuzma. It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry's got the ball.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Clock at 6. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
The drive by Iguodala. Over Caldwell Pope. Iguodala with the bucket. Iguodala's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. To end the drought. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, shaky defense there, giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line. And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jerebko's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Beasley's checked in. free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
Outside Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope. To the inside, Beasley drops in the layup for two.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Livingston looking for the opening. Iguodala against Caldwell Pope. With the floater, and Chandler sends it back.
Yeah, this is a guy who's always been able to get off the floor quickly, and Chandler gets all of that shot attempt right there.
Here's Hart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Warriors trail by 7. Cook, the pass to Looney. Back to Cook. Iguodala outside. Kicks to Cook. Shot to stop the run. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Cook's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Caldwell Pope outside. And another three for the Lakers.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Pass to Jerebko. Here is Cook. Here's Livingston, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, he might be a point guard, but don't sleep on the vertical of Mr. Sean Livingston. You're talking about a big-time athlete.
Here's the three. Rondo's shot is off. And it's Cook with the ball for Golden State, trailing by 5. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Looney kicks to Cook. Iguodala against Beasley. Beyond the arc. The Lakers with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Rondo. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Warriors trail by 7. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Golden State moving the ball around. Here is Cook. He's covered by Rondo. Teardrop shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
Well, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
2 shots.
That one is off. Los Angeles making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here's Stevenson. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Hart. Beasley left side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Cook looking it over. Three-pointer. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking as he's made the transition from a point guard at Davidson to a combo guard in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Chandler. Lance Stevenson is out there with Beasley. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Hart in at the 2 spot. Livingston finds Iguodala. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Caldwell-Pope against Iguodala. Caldwell-Pope passes to Stevenson. Back to Caldwell-Pope. And Chandler throws it down.
Well, there's the king of the putbacks, right? Chandler devastating on the offensive glass.
The pass to Cook. So the wing on the left. Here's Livingston. Drains the three-pointer. Livingston's got his second bucket of the night.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
Down low. That's good from Chandler on the assist from Stevenson. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Yeah, that's about focus right there by Chandler. Undeterred with a hand in his face. I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. And as you watch Kerr, he really has his own distinct coaching style.
How about Kevin? He once said that coaching is 90% creating environment and 10% strategy. Now, listen, we know this guy is tremendous with X and O's, but there's something helpful about his sense of humor and his upfront, honest approach.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. And the All-Star game last season, Doris, no more East versus West format. Do you think when it's all said and done, the league will get rid of conference basketball altogether?
This is a challenging question for me because the WNBA went to seeding teams from 1 through 16, and it didn't matter whether you were West or East. And it has led to the most competitive era in a much-needed WNBA growth period. But the reality is, Kevin, I am very much a traditionalist. And the rivalries in both the Eastern and Western conferences historically have been phenomenal. Whether it was Jordan playing Detroit and having to overcome them, or Boston and Detroit, or the Lakers versus Sacramento briefly when Chris Webber's teams couldn't get over the hump. So this is a hard question for me. I'm not sure which side of the fence I fall on.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And Stevenson kicks to James. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Cousins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And here's a look at some numbers for Ingram. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
And Kevin Durant, the ultimate get-out-of-jail card for your offense. With his height and shooting touch, get him the ball with the clock running down, and he can make something out of nothing.
Durant hits them both. You know, Greg, Kevin Durant could fit in any offense, but in your eyes, how good of a fit has he been in this Warriors attack?
Really like the missing puzzle piece. You know, I mean, his shot comes so much easier with the spacing he's afforded. At the same time, he's the fail-safe. When things break down, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Stevenson passes to Kuzma, gets to the corner and buries it. Kuzma's got 9 points.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
Outside, Green. Thompson, high post. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Durant. 13 points in the game. He kicks it to Thompson. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ingram up top. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson against Ingram. Passes it to James. From deep. Great D that time from Durant.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
And the 3-ball is good.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Now here's Stevenson. From deep. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first three of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
That one falls. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
And just the rugged nature of Cousins getting into the body there offensively.
16 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
That's a perfect mid-range jumper. All he needs is an inch of space, and they gave it to him.
Pass to Curry. Over Stevenson. Curry can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 6. 13 feet away. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Well, that's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, I think, guys, what's amazing to me is LeBron has been in his prime for over a decade at this point. And we all kind of keep waiting for Father Time to catch up. But who knows when that's going to happen?
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. Doris, normally players LeBron's age start to decline, but it isn't happening.
Yeah, Kev, I mean, LeBron said he wants to be the player to break the mold and dominate into his late 30s. Listen, he wants to play with his oldest son, so we'll see what happens.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside Rondo. Kicks it to James. Ingram against Thompson. Ingram up top. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against the Hawks, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
There's a fearlessness that Steph Curry plays with. This guy enjoys getting into the paint and trying his luck with the big men.
Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Great showing for him last season. First in free throw percentage, and with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. Now here's Rondo. 5 points in the game. Over Durant.
Well, KD, a very skilled defender, outstanding with his positioning, and he's got incredible length to contest shots.
And Green gets it to go.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Rondo dishes to Ingram. From deep three-point range. No good there. Nice D from Durant.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
Green with the block.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint. He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Lakers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Draymond Green obviously gives you a lot of things, Doris, but what really jumps out on the stat sheet are the assists he picks up.
Well, I think Draymond Green would tell you that it's helpful to have terrific scorers around you, but what this young guy does have is incredible vision, an unselfish and focused mindset. Draymond Green is an asset to any organization.
Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for the Warriors. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Brandon Ingram.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
And the first one at the line is good. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, Doris, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Stephen Curry. LeBron kicks to Hart. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Durant with a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Durant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors. Pass to LeBron. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Rondo, good.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Now here's Durant. 21 points in the game, and Green slams it in. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
59 seconds left in the first half. LeBron outside. Rondo finds McGee. Durant against LeBron. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, everyone in the NBA understands that Steph Curry is the master in pick and roll. He understands to take what the defense gives him.
Now here is McGee. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more. I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
And here is Curry. Over Rondo. And that one released in time, but no good.
Yeah, and the appreciation I have for Rondo. He's able to stay with this man and then uses his speed to just affect the shot.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. Competing with a chip on their shoulders, they started things off with an 11-3 run. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Then in the second quarter, They cooled down just a bit, giving away some of their advantage, but still finished up 1 at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half.
As we return to the action here at Oracle, a terrific look from above at downtown Oakland and the historic Tribune Tower. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, he certainly put the defense at a tough spot in that half. Forces the issue, draws the contact time and time again.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a one-point game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Thompson from long range. That shot misses. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Curry passes to Cousins. Not 3 off the mark. Lakers leading by 3. James up top, guarded by Green. Rondo against Curry. And that one's good. James. LeBron's got 15 points.
You love the focus from LeBron James. He's near the rim, so he's got to use his size and his skill to full advantage.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Back to Rondo. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Back to Thompson. There's the pass to Curry for 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. LeBron James, 2nd. Rajon Rondo, 4th.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
So it's the Lakers now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Ingram outside. He feeds it to McGee.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Nice D from Durant. There's Green with the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Not how they hope to start the second half, missing 4 of their first 5 here.
Inside, Durant with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Count it from 12. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, Thompson is so great at sprinting up the floor, exceptional at getting to the right spot.
The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Now, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Here's Durant. That one a little long.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
On the wing, James, guarded by Green. Lets it go from the wing, and that one's good by LeBron. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Curry dishes to Durant. He kicks it to Cousins, and it's good for 2. Cousins has got 5 now.
Boy, how about the quick decision-making of KD? What a fabulous job he does sifting through the defense and putting the pass on target.
Kuzma against Durant. Curry with the steal. Outside, Green. From outside, off the mark.
And really, he's got to stick more to what works for him. The three-pointer is not a part of his arsenal.
Passes it to Rondo. He's looking for James and finds him. And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, when LeBron James is starting to cook, his teammates understand, hey, perhaps the big guy, one of the greats of his generation, needs the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, I think casual fans of the NBA probably wonder what makes LeBron so good. And you look at some of the attributes he has physically, the size, the strength, the quickness. But to me, it's as much about his pursuit of greatness and the commitment year-round to excelling and building his skills. He's truly a seminal player in NBA history.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Cousins. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry.
One shot, gentlemen.
A free throw drops for Rondo. With LeBron in his strength, Doris, he can shrug off defenders.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is easily one of the most formidable finishers to ever play the game. You think about it, he is as big and strong physically as most centers that are challenging him at the rim. What an imposing guy.
To the paint, and LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Cook. Kicks to Thompson. Over LeBron. And the rejection by James.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The call will go against Jerebko. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for the Lakers. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Ingram. Outside Rondo. Lobbed up there for Chandler.
So much to me that Chandler's still able to provide on the court, in the locker room. This is a class act all the way.
And it's Livingston with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Down by 12. Pass to Looney. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded by Stevenson. Shot clock at 5. Let's go. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 6th rebound on the night, 11 feet away, and Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by James. And that's now 6 points for Lance Stevenson. The Warriors shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Klay Thompson, the 11th pick in the 2011 draft. If you were to do a redraft, you'd have to think he'd go in the top 3.
Well, certainly at least top 3. Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving were both in that draft as well. Listen, what people knew was that Klay Thompson could shoot. Even Klay said he thought he'd be a 3-and-D player in the NBA and perhaps nothing more. You have to think about the athleticism and the work habits that have made him a more well-rounded player. But boy, Klay, big time player.
And he knocks down the first one.
You can see the bind a defender is in when trying to check Klay Thompson. He's a lights-out shooter, which means you have to close. But the other thing is you don't want to foul him too much, guys, because he's a knockdown free throw shooter, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Josh Hart, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Rajon Rondo. And so Thompson nails both of them.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Doris, the Warriors' 6-year playoff run tying their record set in the first 6 years of the franchise's existence.
That's when they were playing back in Philadelphia. And just to give you a little more context, only 3 of those seasons did they have a winning record. Make no mistake, this is the golden era of Warriors basketball.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
It's both good from the line that time. And here are the Warriors now. It's a 14-point game. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Livingston passes to Jerebko. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Cook. Misses off the left iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Misses from close range. Warriors shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Livingston with it. 5 points in the game. Comes up empty down low. Now here's Stevenson. Defense is right there. No problems knocking that one down. 13 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Timeout called the Warriors. Love his game or hate it, but there is no denying, Doris, that Lance Stevenson makes things happen on the floor.
Just a pure creator when he has the basketball in his hands. Unbelievable handle. Sometimes gets creative on his way to the cup, but you love how he plays with such great passion and energy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Chandler with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Hart. He's covered by Thompson. Rondo kicks to Caldwell-Pope. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Michael Beasley. Rondo passes to Hart. Three-pointer. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Shoots over Kuzma. No good, unable to end this run. Lakers leading by 20. Passes to Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Friday, they head out on the road to face the Suns in Phoenix.
And for the matchup with the Heat, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. This Warriors squad struggling. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. He dishes it to Jerebko. Now here's Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers with the rebound. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kuzma passes to Rondo. That one drops for him. Rondo's got 14 points.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity. Just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now. Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Hart. To the middle. Chandler kicks to Kuzma. Here's Hart. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Pass to Livingston. Looney kicks to Iguodala. They get the rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So good. 1 free throw coming up.
The initial miss was the best thing that could have happened to them. He was in absolutely perfect position for the putback.
The Warriors have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
Caldwell Pope outside. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Golden State.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Thompson outside. Shoots over Kuzma. Durant, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Hart the pass to Caldwell Pope. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Golden State. Stephen Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. And for the Warriors, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Curry with the bounce pass. Iguodala outside. Six on the shot clock. Durant against Rondo. From deep, Iguodala. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Andre Iguodala doesn't rush anything. Even if the shot clock is dwindling, this guy understands he's got time.
Caldwell Pope finds Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 21. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the left side wing. Cousins inside. He's guarded by Chandler. Outside Curry. The 11-footer, and the jumper is on the mark. Curry's got 6.
This is where Steph Curry, that in-between game, that ability to balance the three and the drive with this space right here.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Rondo. Clock at 6. There's the dish to Chandler. Over Cousins. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. Back to the action after this word. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
Hey, we're doing a great job. I said it last time now. We're making the simple play. Every time, we're getting wide open shots. They don't know what to do. We just keep making the right plays, play for each other.
Well, pretty evident, GA, he is thrilled with his team right now.
I mean, it's because they are playing together. No individual agendas out there making the right play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Caldwell Pope out there with Ingram. And it's Hart in at the 3.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
No good from Durant. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Kuzma kicks to Caldwell Pope. Ingram outside. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Andre Iguodala had some versatility coming into the league, but Doris, he's now developed into the ultimate chameleon.
Well, Steve Kerr calls Andre Iguodala maybe the smartest player he's ever coached. And think about since he's entered the league, he's become stronger and a more consistent shooter. He understands exactly what the team needs moment to moment. This guy's completely unselfish, makes the right plays. I mean, this guy is a perfect player for any system.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
Hart the pass to James. Back to Hart. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Pass to Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. You know, a lot of people have looked at the schedule of the NBA, Doris, and they think, you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season, do a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
You know, it's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because, one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
Here's LeBron, accurate with a jumper from the elbow. James has got 25 points.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Green inside. McGee's there. And another shot. They grab their own miss. Green finds Durant. Puts it up from 12. And it's good off the back rim and in. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
LeBron passes to Hart, and Durant sends it back. And they get it back. Yes, that goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and dones?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
In the corner, it's Ingram. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry against Ingram. Lets it go with a 3. No good from Cousins. Lakers leading by 23. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. That one goes. Count it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Iguodala kicks to Durant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
The first one falls. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night in, night out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night. It's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way. or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
Here's Cook. And the Warriors miss again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
No good from Beasley.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Here is Cook. Evans feeling it out a bit. Good D by Stevenson.
Boy, a kick-out's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
To the inside, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Evans against Beasley. Evans passes to Cook. To end the cold streak. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
He did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Evans. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. Doris, for both charting game action and improving player health, the players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example. I like that. Lakers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Here's Hart. Here's McGee, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
Two shots.
That's good from McGee. Some changes for Golden State. Durant's checked in for Evans. And it's Thompson in for Quinn Cook. And then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Beasley. And James subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Both free throws good from McGee. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Some changes for Golden State. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Jerebko. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And the Lakers also making a change. Lance Stevenson's checked in for James.
One shot.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's Durant on the wing. He kicks it to Cousins. And that one's good. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Rondo finds Stevenson. And it's McGee atop the key. Lakers passing it around. Durant against Stevenson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one, no good. Durant with some nice D. Cousins, the pass to Thompson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he gets bodied up and able to make the adjustment is Klay Thompson. Nice finish.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer.
Yes.
And it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. LeBron's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Thompson outside. Feeds to Durant. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Durant's got 10 points in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Outside Rondo. Kicks it to James. The pass to Kuzma. Over Green. Misses off the right iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Well, let's remember that Draymond Green was drafted in the second round, but that competitive fire runs deep, and he has memorized the names of the 34 players selected ahead of him. Talk about holding a grudge.
Free throw good, Green.
Well, there's so much you can come to depend on with Draymond Green. Certainly skill in terms of his passing and rebounding and defense, but how about the emotion and leadership as well, guys?
And he can't hit the second. Lakers leading by 22. Passes it to LeBron. He's off on that one. Durant with some nice D. And despite all his success, Draymond continues to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, there remains, Kevin, a desire to prove his critics wrong, and it served as great fuel to keep this guy hungry and focused.
Kuzma against Green. LeBron passes to Hart. Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. Inside. Green, no luck.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Hart kicks to LeBron. Back to Hart. 4 on the clock. Los Angeles with another miss.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter. Now, that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Pass to McGee. 1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Rondo scanning the floor. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11. Cousins finds Thompson. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now James. Outside Rondo. McGee in the high post. Back to Rondo. Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right, making an investment in your future. Understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin. Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LeBron.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron.
It just seems like LeBron James doesn't age. Still so dominant in the second half of his career. This guy is incredible in virtually every statistical category.
Jerebko kicks to Cook. Shot clock at 6. Releases. It's hauled in by LeBron. And here's Rondo. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.